Hello, I'm Tobey. I'm a Spring Forest Shikang master and a psychotherapist. The theme of the talks I've been given have been on health plan for caring fatigue. The specific focus for today is on activism. I think really all my adult life, I really have been an activist, although I've never used that phrase on myself. I've always gone on in my life, kind of year after year, seeing the world around me and kind of wanting to maybe to make a change, either in a system or in a program or in some kind of issue, whether I was good at it or not, so to speak, which is part of the issue. But I always wanted to be active in what's going on in things. So if you're an activist, you could always learn more things, right? More leadership skills, more techniques, more ways in which to do this, more ways to address this. All those are kind of a skill set in terms of being an activist. But I think what I've found in my life, the more I've gotten caught up in the outcome of my activism, the more my caring fatigue took hold. And the stronger I was over the years have always been kind of returning back to my heart, to my purpose, so to speak, maybe to make a change in the world. So it wasn't so much about equipping here, but coming back to this heart. That activism really is more about the way I want to live my life, rather than necessarily the way I want to change the life. The more I think about trying to change life, it's a lot more complicated than that. I could be satisfied with making this change, but every time you do something, there's a reaction to whatever you do. So an activism may be always creating activities, action, among others and among yourself. So for me, it was finding another way in which to live my life. One of my favorite books is this little, book called The Man Who Planted Trees. It occurred in France. But this man, kind of a hermit shepherd, so to speak, of sheep, spent his whole life, planting seeds in this barren wasteland wherever he lived. The story was World War I took place, he didn't get affected by it. World War II came about, didn't get affected. He kept on planting trees. He kept on planting trees. He was an activist, although maybe they would say, oh, he's just trying to escape life. But through the course of his life, planting different seeds and acorns and all that, hundreds and hundreds of acres, thousands of acres of land was transformed from a barren wasteland into forests and groves of trees and moisture coming back and creeks starting to come in, animals returning, people coming back to live in that land. It's just a beautiful, touching story about an activist who didn't call himself an activist. All he did was he lived out his life and said, how can I add to life what is in my heart? How can I follow? And through that, a change will take place. Now I understand the specific issues, specific things that need to be done, since people are in peril, are in danger. So I'm not trying to dismiss that and just go through life, just be happy, que sera, sera. No, find your fullness. It's in your fullness that you can connect in terms of, helping others, making a change. And of course we make mistakes sometimes, but if you get to be known for certain things, like Glenn is a person who works with runaway kids, like that happened a long, long time ago. That's not who I was. Those are some of the things of who I am. So the idea is coming back to what? What is your purpose in life? Who are you? And not to forget that. I hear lots of people, I'm kind of getting to be an older guy. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm tired of this activism stuff. I think it's about time to retire. I don't want to do that anymore. Those people are talking about that as an outside action. Never retire for being an activist. You just, connect with people in a different way. You make changes in a different way. I don't have the energy I did when I was 21. I have a different kind of energy. I have a wisdom energy that's really powerful. I don't have that frantic energy that when I was 21. But they're both activists. So find that activism in you. Don't get fatigued by the outcome. It's not working. That's the caring fatigue. What's not working is you stop believing this is who I am, a willingness to care and to make change in the world. Thank you for listening.